any plans you have of running away, and right now. I've alerted all family members to contact me the minute you darken their doorstep.
Jenna Ortega hinted that the second season of Wednesday will take a darker turn. The first season, which came out on Netflix in November 2022, was a big success. It featured 8 episodes focusing on the sharp, witty, and iconic Wednesday Addams. While Jenna Ortega impressed fans as Tara Carpenter in the Scream series, her unique take on Wednesday Addams stood out. Now, you and I are eagerly awaiting the new episodes set to release in 2025 and are curious about what mysteries and adventures lie ahead. At the 2023 Emmy Awards in January 2024, Jenna Ortega shared some exciting insights about Wednesday Season 2, revealing that it will have more horror. Ortega mentioned that she's seen some of the scripts and said, "We're definitely leaning into more horror. It's really exciting because all throughout the show, Wednesday does need a bit of an arc. She never really changes, and that's the wonderful thing about her." She also hinted that the new episodes will be more action-packed and added, "I think each episode will probably feel a bit like a movie, which is nice." With Season 1's mix of eerie elements but not necessarily terrifying moments, Ortega's comments suggest that Season 2 might take things up a notch. Given her strong background in horror films like The Babysitter Killer Queen and X, Ortega shines when playing characters involved in mysterious and eerie situations. Her portrayal of Wednesday Addams as a sharp, puzzle-solving teenager adds a unique flair to the show. I think it'll be cool to see what Jenna Ortega does in Season 2 of Wednesday. Now that Wednesday's settled in at Nevermore Academy, she's feeling a bit protective of her fellow quirky students and wants to keep them safe. She's also looking out for her family's legacy and reputation. Even though people might have underestimated her as the new goth kid in town, she's definitely not naive. With Season 1 ending on a cliffhanger and hinting at a new mystery, it makes sense that Season 2 might get scarier. This gives Wednesday another chance to play detective and explore the creepy vibe of Nevermore. Jenna Ortega mentioned that Wednesday might be in more trouble than fans realized, with some possibly spying on her and putting her in danger. This could really raise the stakes for the next season, which sounds exciting for fans. While Season 1 had some dark moments, especially with a Hyde monster, Season 2 might bring in a new villain. This new bad guy could have ties to Wednesday's family, adding more depth to the story. It could also bring back Morticia and Gomez Addams, considering their history with the school. Seeing Wednesday in a more dangerous situation would be thrilling and make the show even more intense. The darker tone of Wednesday Season 2 could also help the show avoid the awkward comparisons it faced in its first season. In Season 1, the show placed Wednesday Addams in a boarding school for outcasts and threw her into a murder mystery, where she discovered her destiny to defeat an ancient evil pilgrim and his prejudiced bloodline. The season ended with several loose ends, like the identity of Wednesday's stalker and Tyler's transformation into the Hyde. With Season 2 set to release in 2025, Jenna Ortega has teased some exciting details, including that the show will definitely lean into more horror. While Season 1 had some horror elements, like the Hyde's imagery, Ortega mentioned that Season 2 will be bolder, more dark, via variety. The more focused approach on horror should help Wednesday Season 2 stand out and avoid being compared to other fantasy-based franchises like in the first season. Wednesday Season 2's move towards a darker, more horror-focused tone should help it break away from the constant comparisons to the Harry Potter movies. When the first season came out, people often compared it to Harry Potter because both are fantasy series dealing with supernatural elements. While the Harry Potter films had a whimsical and adventurous vibe, Wednesday embraced a gothic aesthetic that suited its Addams Family roots. Despite occasional scary moments, the Harry Potter movies remained more in the action-adventure and fantasy realms. By diving deeper into horror, Season 2 of Wednesday will create a spookier atmosphere that sets it apart from the magical world of Harry Potter. This shift will help Wednesday stand on its own and avoid the comparisons that the first season faced. Wednesday Season 1 has some fun similarities with the Harry Potter movies. Both series feature young heroes with special powers who are sent to boarding schools for kids like them. Nevermore Academy for Wednesday and Hogwarts for Harry. They both end up in the middle of dangerous and mysterious situations way beyond their years. For example, when the Addams family's car pulls up to Nevermore, it's a bit like how students arrive by boat at Hogwarts in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And there are some dramatic deaths too. Principal Weems in Wednesday and Dumbledore in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. The whole resurrection thing is similar too, with Joseph Crackstone coming back in Wednesday and Voldemort's return in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. While they're not exactly the same, Wednesday definitely has a few nods to the Harry Potter series, from the magical school setting to the big, mysterious challenges that the characters face. In both stories, the protagonists are destined to save their people from a bigoted leader, Joseph Crackstone in Wednesday and Lord Voldemort in Harry Potter. These villains want to wipe out marginalized groups, outcasts in Wednesday, and half-bloods and muggle-born wizards in Harry Potter. The villains were initially defeated by a witch related to the protagonist, Wednesday's ancestor Goody and Harry's mother Lily, but they're later resurrected using the protagonist's blood. Both Wednesday and Harry end up having a final showdown with their foes on school grounds and win. In Wednesday, normies are to outcasts what muggles are to witches and wizards in Harry Potter. The town of Jericho and its people play a big role in the plot, with Outreach Day being a bit like Hogwarts students visiting Hogsmeade. When it comes to school events, the Po-Cup race in Wednesday is similar to the swimming challenge in the Tri-Wizard Tournament, complete with mer-people interference. The Raven is like a more casual version of the Yule Ball from Harry Potter. Harry and Wednesday also have a unique relationship with their school's principal or headmaster. Wednesday's relationship with Principal Weems isn't as friendly as Harry's with Dumbledore, but both principals hide information for the protagonist's protection. And both heroes see their school leaders get killed by a teacher who turns out to be a villain, or in Snape's case, pretends to be one. Weems's past with Wednesday's parents and her resentment toward Morticia Addams make her somewhat similar to Snape. The Harry Potter undertones running all throughout Wednesday Season 1 are undeniable. Their likeness is made the most explicit with one particular line from Wednesday that takes the Harry Potter influence to a new level. In Episode 6, Weems asks Wednesday, "How do you manage to end up at the center of every terrible thing that happens around here?" Which sounds just like McGonagall asking the trio, "Why is it when something happens, it is always you three in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix?" With all of these examples and more, the Harry Potter undertones running throughout Wednesday Season 1 are undeniable. Now Wednesday Season 2 is set to dive deeper into the supernatural world with new characters that could make the show even darker. Season 2 will build on the existing supernatural elements by introducing fresh faces, which might include new species or deepen the lore of those already in the series. In Season 1, we saw Enid turning into a werewolf, Tyler transforming into his Hyde form, and Xavier using his psychic powers to bring a spider to life. While Season 1 touched on various supernatural beings, it only scratched the surface of their histories and lore. For example, Hydes were introduced as particularly frightening creatures, but there's still a lot to learn about them and other species like werewolves and sirens. By expanding on these supernatural elements, Season 2 has the chance to uncover darker secrets and add more depth to the outcast species. This exploration will likely contribute to a darker, more intense atmosphere in the new episodes. Alright, that's a wrap for today. What are your thoughts on the upcoming darker tone of Wednesday Season 2 and its move away from Harry Potter comparisons? Are you excited about the new supernatural characters and the potential for more spine-chilling moments? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video.